Hello everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So basically, somebody recently made a comment on one of my Akai Force Techno tutorials that they want to see more techno in the Akai Force and tutorials. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using a lot of the stock instruments and effects on this in plugins. I'm also going to be using stuff from my melodic techno toolkit, the hybrid bass toolkit, and the metaforming Akai Force collection, right? Go to the link in the description. You can see all the stuff I have available. There's going to be some music at the end. Let's get started. Okay, so right away we're using one of the stock drum kits. Don't even remember which one. And I'm going to go in, I'm working in D minor at 140 beats per minute. So I'm starting with a kick drum here. Notice it's half time. That's kind of how I do things. I'm going to take it out of record, I'm going to go to launch, and I'm going to make a copy of that kick drum in another clip. I'm just basically going to make a progression of drum clips. So in this next one, I'm going to add some hats. And there it is. Take it out of record, make a copy of, take it out of record, go to launch, make a copy of that clip. And I'm going to add some snares. I'm making a progression of drum clips with various elements. So here I am adding the snares. Okay. For the next one, I'm going to go to launch and make a copy of that. Copy. And in the new one, I'm going to go to clip. I'm going to stop the sequencer. I'm going to select the kick drums and I'm going to delete it. There it is. I'm going to go to grid at the top, hold down shift and delete. Now listen. Okay, so you can see I have 4 clips here and each one of them has different drum elements. Okay, I should be color coding these, but for the sake of speed, I don't do that yet. Thing is, when you are mixing techno, a lot of times you idealistically want your track to be played in DJ sets. So when a DJ is mixing out of one track or one record and is mixing in your track, your record, there needs to be some elements of drums there, some rhythmic elements, and at least a little kick drum or something. And a lot of times when he's mixing in a new track, the low subs are going to be cut until he mixes the track fully, and then he'll cut the existing subs and bring in your subs, etc. But the original, the initial movement from your track needs to be rhythmic, but it also needs to have some elements that are kind of sparse. You're going to kind of build, right? And we're going to be using these clips and this progression. You'll see how this goes. Here I add a plugin. And my default plugin is Jura. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bass line using Jura, but I have no intention of using this original bass line. I'm just going to change the voice. So I'm going to put the bass line in, then I'm going to go to OPX4 and go to an initial voice, which is just a sine wave. Right now, I go to shift to note, which is what I did, and I'm changing it from C minor as the default to D minor. Okay, check it out. This is D. That root note is D. I move down a couple octaves to get into a lower register. See, as a polysynth, this doesn't sound that great, but you'll see what happens. Okay, timing's a little off, but you'll see it doesn't even matter. Change the plugin now to OPX4. Go to the presets, and I'm going down to the initial preset. That's the initialized voice. Hear that sine? Now it's not loud enough, so I'm going to go to the mixer, go to effects and add a limiter. Bring up the drive until it just starts to clip at the top, or almost. It doesn't even clip in this. So there's a little, I decided to add some few stabs of sub. Okay, let's go to launch. Okay, I made a copy of that clip. As you can hear, that's heavy. So what I did just now is I made a copy of that plugin track. Not to double up those subs, I'm going to delete these clips right away and change the voice. Shift clip to get to the plugin. I'm going to go to Plux. Just grab a random thing. For this voice, I don't really care for it, but I'm like, I'm just going to add a couple elements. Sparse, remember. I realize I went too far here. Go to clip, and I'm going to go up at the top to clip. I'm going to shorten it to 2 bars. Shift and clip again to get to the plugin. Just going to scroll through some voices till I find something that sounds close to what I'm looking for. We can do sound design later after we lay out the skeleton of the track. Interesting, right? Little bell vibe there. It's called bell vibe. Yeah, I like that the most so far. Add another, I added, okay, I think I added a drum track there. Okay, now I'm looking for different, these are bass stabs. I'm just grabbing some things. Going up a few layers. And I end up with one of my own crafted kits, drum kits, with my own samples, which I really, really like. And I load it up, there it is, all blue. And I decided to just add random stabs. Now look at this, because I have record engaged right here, right? When I copy a row, it's going to immediately put it into record mode. Watch. Launch, copy a row. See? Now I'm counting out measures. Okay, it's 4 measures long. I go to clip to make sure. Yep, 4 measures. Put it into note mode, record mode, and start hitting some random hits. Got some real house bounce to it. Almost like, it reminds me of like Matroda vibes. I made a copy of that. Back to just a normal kick drum there, see? Experimenting with the different layers. No kick drums, no kick. So I go there and I hold it down, go to settings, and I change the color of that clip so that I know which one doesn't have kick drum. Change it to gray. Now I'll make a copy of this row. Delete the kick drum and put that one in there. There we go. Add a key group. Now I'm going to start loading some synth sounds from a couple of my packs. Now a lot of these samples that I use when I'm creating my own compositions are huge samples full of synth notes, multiple, and I use slices. So right now I'm loading up bass slices. Actually, this is 128 bass synths in one long file. So I'm going to go down to chop. Well, I'm trying to hear it. There we go. Okay, so all these are chopped up. Go down at the bottom to slice, basically to chop. You'll see. Okay, I decided to scrap that one and load up something higher. I go to synths. See synths? Load up synths. This is again 128 synth notes in one large file. And I go to chop, and I go to regions, and I change it from 16, which is the default, to 128. Now I have 128 synths on in one sample. Shift and clip to go to the key group device, which is the sampler, and I'm going to add that sample in there. It's in the memory, and there it is. And right there where it says pad, or it says slice, I can change the slice number here. You'll see what I mean. Next, I'm going to go to the envelopes. Actually, here I decide to bring it down 2 octaves. Okay. And then I go to the volume. Well, now I go to the envelope and give it some tail, give it a little release. Go back to global, bring down the volume. And then I'll put some notes in there. Now I'm going to scroll through some of the slices. Adjust the length of that clip. Now, I just put a little phrase in there, right? Once you go from kick drums to a breakdown part like that, you can have a phrase. When that kick comes back in, that phrase needs to be shortened to bring back that hypnotic techno. Let's go through some slices. There we go, like a super saw. Gonna add some effects. Reverb. I'm gonna open up the reverb UI. I'm gonna make it very, very long. Adjust the time of the reverb, and I'm gonna bring the mix down. Decide to pull the release back because of the reverb, and now I'm going to pull the decay down and the sustain down. I'm going to create a pluck. I'm going to adjust the decay time until it sounds good, until it sounds snappy. Just like a little staccato stabs. Just trying out different slices. Bring the filter down a little. Just playing, experimenting. Make a copy of that row. Now I'm going to go to this clip and shorten it to 2 bars. That's when the kick drum comes back in. Add a couple higher notes. one of the other clips to the drums, and sounds beautiful. Back to the mixer, and I'm going to change the levels and do a little mix here so that it doesn't sound so all over the place. Drives so hard. I can see all my Chicago family getting down to this. Just listening to different elements together or cut out. Now I'm going to the I/O. I'm going to set these things to where they go. The way my performance template is set up, all subs and basses go to submix 1. All synths go to submix 2. All drums go to submix 3. And then the rest are miscellaneous, right? 4 and 5 are usually miscellaneous and vocals. The reason why I have this is because down here in the macros, these two are reverb and echo. These two are reverb and echo for the synths, right? So I can set those and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and they don't snap back to 0. The next ones are for the drums, and that's reverb and echo for the drums, and those are touch. I have those set to touch, so when I touch them, they open up fully, and when I let go, they go back to normal, right? And then the subs and basses, they generally stay the way that they are with no effects, but sometimes I'll add a filter and drive. But anyway, let's set these. Okay, I just put that second drum track with the first drum track so that they're together when I'm looking. The last two are synths, and they're going to go to sub 2. See, I can turn up those synths. Now I'm going to turn these all the way down, and I'm going to use edit and launch on a row to take a snapshot. That way it'll always go, when I launch that row, it will always go back to normal. See? It closed that reverb and delay. Take another snapshot down here. Turn these guys up. Okay, so I've got some progression here, but I kind of want to experiment a little and add some more parts. Take another copy of the row, and I'm going to delete some of the clips. I deleted the bass, deleted that first synth. Going to add a key group. This time I'm going to go into my sustenance. I'm looking at some of these, and I end up going into like metaforming or some of my synths, and I end up loading a bunch of spectral poly synths that I recorded into a key group and start auditioning some synth voices. These are spectral. And I I just start loading random ones into the pool. And there they are. Go to the envelope. Add some release. Mess with the start position. Make it mono, because I'm going to do some bass lines using the ARP. Shift and ARP to change the timing to 1/8. Weird. And shift and clip, go to samples. Go to envelope, change it to pluck. Now this shape that I'm using in the amplitude envelope should also be probably mimicked in the filter if you want a true pluck. Go down an octave, which I end up changing actually because I don't really like it down an octave. Add a soft clipper. Scroll through some of the voices. I like that one pretty good. Mess with the start points. Filter. Bring the volume down a little. That soft clipper makes it really loud in the mix. Want a harder snare? I end up adding that other snare right here. Couple more hits. Make a copy. Just playing. Take another snapshot. Stop all the drums. Notice how everything snaps back to normal? That's that automation snapshot. For each row, you can set things to be normal. Then you can mangle them, and as soon as you launch another row, it'll go straight back to normal. Or any row with the snapshot on. Sounds good. So that's pretty much it, and now I'm going to build that track out and play a little music for you. Once again, link in the description. Go check out all the stuff I have for the Akai Force, and if there's any other tutorials or anything that you would like to see from me, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If this helped you out, let me know. Love you guys.
see through you, I see through you. Your dirty tricks, you make me sick. See through you, see through you. I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again, gonna do it again. I'm gonna do right, son, it ain't right. I'm gonna do right. Come on, come on. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble, you might fall. Stumble, you might fall. Ain't gonna go blind. Gonna get myself, gonna get myself, gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind. The light that gets reflected. Hear me out. Do it again. I see through you. Your dirty tricks, you make me sick. See through you. See through you.